see that? He's slowing down.
Pull it out. Pull it out. You're almost there, baby.
David, how we doing?
Good.
Yeah, let me take a look at him real quick, guys. How you doing, all right? You taking a lot of shots?
I'm good, man.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay, all right, it's okay.
Dave, you all right, bro? Yeah, man. All right. Look, take a little dance around, man. You don't have to have it. We stay in front of him all the time. Take one run off, but dance around, fake, get that, regain that.
This right here. I see you try and go for the little chop. Good. Make sure you're sharp with it. Make sure you're sharp with it. Make sure you're sharp with it.
9 rounds of a scheduled 12 in the books.
Larry Hazard, who is a very proactive commissioner, had everybody in the corner checking Estrada out. I thought that was an excellent thing for him to be doing.
Exactly right. He was marshaling doctors and referee David Fields toward Estrada's corner, standing up between rounds as if to say, keep an eye on this person. Berto has landed 72 of 94 power shots in the last 2 rounds. Harold, how do you have it so far?
8 rounds to 1, 89-82. Andre Berto. Jim, I got to tell you something. I saw the same thing that heavyweight champion Lennox Lewis saw, and that is David Estrada is fighting with his head down. I mean, you can't miss it. He's looking at the canvas and winging wide shots and getting hit with vicious shots to the side of the head. I mean, Lennox has called it right there. You just saw it. Lennox has called it a number of times in this fight, and that's what's happening. Andre Berto, 8 rounds to 1.
Why is his head down, Lennox? Is he simply ducking to try to avoid punishment?
Well, you know, this is a style that he's adopted right now. It's not really a good style. Needs to look at your opponent, especially because you don't want to get hit by any punch that you can't see, because that makes it an even harder shot to deal with. And those type of punches can really hurt you or knock you out.
Classic case of the punch you never see coming, at least in your career, would be Oliver McCall's knockout shot in London back in 1993. A punch that you never really saw him launch, is that correct?
Well, he wound up the same time I wound up, and he landed the first, because he had shorter arms, he landed the first punch, and it was very effective.
A loss later avenged, of course, as was the only other loss of Lennox's career to Hasim Rahman. One of only 2 heavyweight champions in history to have beaten every man with whom he was ever in the ring.
Berto has never gone into these so-called championship rounds, and he seems to be facing himself in a poised way, understanding that he has the upper hand, the lower hand, and every other hand.
And the quicker hand. And you know when Berto gets in the corner, to me it's like he's doing martial arts in there. You know, he's telling Estrada, throw some punches. I got them, I can see him coming, and I'm blocking them, and this is what I'm going to answer with. And what he answers with is speed combinations and sometimes uppercuts.
Second time into the 10th round for Berto. Unknown territory will be the 11th and 12th, if it goes that far. Estrada tries a footwork change, and it gets him nothing other than 2 more vicious right hands.
What he did was run out of ideas.
Well, we showed you Larry's conversation with Jermaine Taylor. Shortly after that, in the opposing dressing room, a conversation with Kelly Pavlik.
Kelly, up to now, is this the way you imagined this moment?
Yeah, it's caught up, and we're just anxious to get in there. I mean, this has been something for 7 years that I've been waiting for, and I'm excited. I can't wait to get in there and let my hands go.
How do you beat the champion?
My style is, a lot of punches. We're going to do different angles, different head movement. Just a lot of different things we have planned for this fight, and we're going to stick to our game plan like we do every fight, and he's going to have to keep up with us.
Thank you, Kelly.
Badly swelling left eye of David Estrada as he comes out for the 11th round. Tremendously courageous, gutty performance for Estrada against the hard-punching Andre Berto. Sharp-punching Berto into the 11th round.
And you know, this just shows what type of shape Berto's in, that he can be in the 10th round and still be throwing fast, quick combinations. If you look at Estrada, he's slowed down quite a bit, but still a dangerous man. Still got that dangerous hook that he wants to land so badly.
Let him go.
Estrada resolutely firing off a 4-punch combination, trying to reestablish himself in the fight. Berto poised, weathers the storm, fires back an uppercut.
This is a fight that suggests...
Another uppercut. Oh, down with a straight right hand. Lost his balance on the uppercut. The right hand was the coup de grace.
That's it. He can't make it no more. That referee's going to stop that fight. If he doesn't, he's still walking on his heels. The referee should have stopped that fight a long time ago. Berto's just destroying him.
And now here comes the trainer from Estrada's corner racing across the ring to stop the action before David Fields gets a chance to make any more decisions about it. And it's a knockout victory for Andre Berto in the 11th round.
Andre Berto is a much improved fighter, and you can tell by the way he fought this fight. He showed good poise, he showed quickness, he showed determination. He's a thinking fighter in there. He wants to be a champion. He showed it. This is a great fight for him, and he's improved tremendously.
That's a high grade. Larry, what's your evaluation?
Well, earlier you made reference to his father motoring along beside him as he ran and occasionally bumping him when he didn't think he was running hard enough. I think his father now will give him a ride back to Florida if he wants to.
Let's take a look at the knockout, Lennox.
And here you see the knockdown right on the chin.
That came after being softened up for 10 rounds.
And being starched by an uppercut that left Estrada a sitting duck for the straight right hand.
And let me tell you, there was full power behind that.
And now here's the end as referee David Fields allows the action to continue. And standing up in the far corner, Luis Lageman, Estrada's trainer, is coming over the ropes at this moment, racing across the ring to stop the action. As Fields jumps in and throws his arm skyward, Lageman was almost there to grab his fighter.
And here you see it again. David Estrada not looking at all, not seeing where the punches are coming from. Referee saving him right there in the corner. Good stoppage. Should have been stopped a little earlier, but referee was there still.
Here comes Lageman, who saw the danger in which his fighter had been placed at that moment. Let's go to Michael Buffer for the official particulars on the knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we give the official time, a round of applause for the young man who is up and on his feet now from Chicago, Illinois, David Estrada. Fifth time, 1 minute, 17 seconds, round number 11. The winner by TKO victory, still undefeated, Andre Berto.
CompuBox numbers. Berto landing nearly half of his 737 total punches thrown in the fight. David Estrada, such a willing, tough opponent, never gave up, threw almost as many punches as did Berto. His landing rate dropped throughout the fight as his punches wandered wider and made him an easier and easier target for Berto's power shots. All in all, a terrific performance by the young fighter from Winter Haven, Florida. He said he wanted to work on his jab. He said that he wanted to show more poise. He did indeed produce the numerical indicators that the jab was a commitment he had made tonight. If he landed 32% of his jabs, he must have landed about 65% of his power shots, and indeed he did. 244 out of 375. You'll seldom, if ever, see that statistic in an 11-round fight. It means that David Estrada took unbelievable punishment and showed enormous will to make it as far as he made it in the fight. And coming up on a